This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
Felix and Oscar turn detectives in order to learn the source of the huge bankroll flaunted by the kid next door on The Odd Couple tonight at 11 on Channel 48.
Everything's changed now. Now that there's this little baby.
The name Sharkey doesn't ring a bell?
No, I've never heard of him.
Now, isn't he the orderly who helped you escape from the hospital?
What?
Look, Mrs. Michaels, I'm not trying to get the man into trouble.
Who exactly told you this little fable?
It was Dr. Barnes.
You had no right going to see my doctor to get information.
I was getting background information for my article.
You know, I should sue you both for invasion of privacy.
But someone did help you escape from the hospital, didn't they? I mean, Dr. Barnes said it wouldn't have been possible, except by your getting out by permission.
I didn't need any permission. I was a voluntary patient. I left without signing out. That is a far cry from escaping.
Or call it what you will. Somebody did assist you in your departure, is that it?
There was someone who lent a hand.
Matt Sharkey.
I don't remember his name. I barely remembered my name when I was in the hospital. I was very sick, you know.
Well, did you know that he was fired because he helped you?
No, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Mrs. Michaels, have you been in contact with him at all? I mean, would you happen to know how he can be reached?
I have had enough of this.
So, April, it's Emily.
Now, don't hang up. I have something to tell you that you'll want to hear.
What?
I want to come to see you.
No. I have something for you. Something you've been looking for. Something that's very important to you.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Crisco Oil, for fried foods that don't taste greasy and salads with no heavy oily taste, and by mountain-grown Folgers, mountain-grown coffee, the richest kind.
What do you use in the automatic drip coffee maker?
Folgers Flake Coffee.
Delicious.
What do you use in the automatic coffee maker?
Folgers Flake Coffee.
Great.
Mrs. Olson, what'd you use? Oh, Folgers Flake Coffee.
Nothing's better in these coffee makers.
Why's that?
Oh, Folgers is mountain grown, the richest kind of coffee.
And it's flaked?
Flaked to release more rich flavor. You use less. If you normally use 5 measures, you'll only need 4 of Folgers flaked coffee.
Delicious.
Folgers is a coffee recommended by General Electric with the brew starter timer. Mountain-grown Folgers. That's how good coffee makers make great coffee.
Dirt from Denver, Dallas.
Since your clothes get around more than I do.
We just jump in our van and go. Well, you ought to try it. With 2 kids and a Cocker Spaniel. Here. Hey, you ought to try this. Era? Well, nothing beats my powder. So why this spray? That is axle grease, and this is polyester. And this, liquid for collars. So if your powder needs help, why use it? Well, Era has ingredients like these. Era does it all by itself. All this? You bet. Pants, collars, even that greasy blouse. Era did it. All by itself. Mind if I... Take my Era? Will you take me too?
Era does it. All by itself.
Well, what was it, Emily? A guilty conscience? Oh, no, I'm sorry. In your case, that isn't possible, is it?
I know how much that music box means to you, so I brought it back.
You're too kind.
Of course, it may not mean too much to you now that Draper and you are living apart.
What are you waiting around for? Thank you? Expect me to thank you for something you stole from me?
I didn't steal it.
What would you call it? You walk into someone's apartment and you take one of their possessions? Do you know I could have you arrested for petty larceny?
Oh, will you calm down, April? I admit I took it, but it wasn't a conscious act. It was more like a kleptomaniacal impulse. Yes, that's what it was, because kleptomaniacs can't be held responsible for their actions.
Well, well, well. Do you realize that is the first time you've admitted to me that you are mentally ill?
Oh, I was, April. I was. And back then, I still had a few symptoms of my emotional disturbances. But not anymore. And do you know what cured me? My pregnancy.
You want to thank you? Thank you. No, goodbye.
No, I'm serious. Maybe my being pregnant had some kind of physical change with me, or maybe it was psychological. Doesn't matter. I just know that I started getting better as soon as I knew I had this life growing
I want you to
inside
leave,
me.
Emily.
Oh, April, I am sorry. You're upset because I'm talking about the baby. Well, I do understand, sweetheart. Really. And you know, when this baby is born, I know you're going to love him, too, because he's a part of Draper, and I'm sure you love Draper. You do, don't you?
I know what you're trying to do to me, darling. You are trying to make me angry. Well, you don't have to try too hard, because all I have to do is think about you, and my blood begins to boil.
And I was hoping this carousel would make you realize something.
What?
Well, it is sort of an image for you and Draper. A symbol of your love, or at least the love you used to have.
I knew this was a mistake. I never should have let you up here. I should have had the police go down and retrieve this.
Well, you know, my baby is sort of like a symbol of Draper's and my love. I know you realize that, even though you don't want to admit it. It's your pride, isn't it? Your silly pride.
This is the last time you are stepping foot into this apartment. I am going to leave strict orders downstairs that you are not even to step foot into that elevator.
Doesn't matter now, April, because there's no point in my coming up when Draper isn't here. It's just an ordinary music box now, isn't it?
Well, how do I look? Conservative dark blue suit, sober-looking tie. Perfect for a city hall ceremony, don't you think?
You look as if you're ready for an inauguration.
No, we've already had one of those. I'll have to settle for office of district attorney.
Oh, honey, I'm going to be so proud standing next to you, just as I'm proud of you now.
Don't kid me. You're not proud. You're just nervous.
Well, it isn't every day that my husband is sworn into office by the mayor.
Well, I'm the one who should be nervous.
No, you can't be. I've cornered the market.
Well, it's not going to take too long anyway. The mayor has sworn to me that he will not make a speech. The whole ceremony shouldn't last more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, then there is the press with their many, many questions. And, of course, the photographers are going to want to take a lot of pictures.
We'll keep that to a minimum, too. I've scheduled a press conference tomorrow morning, so I can put off any questions until then.
I know of one reporter who isn't going to be there.
That's right. You're going to be a couple thousand miles away. Incidentally, have the tickets arrived?
Oh, yes. Mark sent them over by special messenger. I'm actually leaving today.
You're still not happy about that, are you?
No, not really.
You'll feel differently when you get there, when you finally get that story you've been after all these weeks.
Honey, there's no guarantee of that. Anyway, they're afraid that he's going to get on a ship and leave the country.
That would still be a great story to send back home.
Yes, but it's keeping me from the other stories that I... Oh, wait a minute. I've got to make a phone call.
Well, in that case, I think I'll go look for a sincere handkerchief for this pocket.
Silver spoon?
Hello, is Bobby there, please?
Yeah, hold on. Bobby, it's for you.
Hello?
Hello, Bobby. This is Nancy Carr.
Oh, hello.
I'm calling to find out when I can meet you.
Well, right now would be the best time.
Oh, well, right now isn't the best time for me because I have to, look, could it be a little later?
Well, I gotta start setting tables and stuff. It's gonna have to be soon.
All right, okay. I'll be there as soon as I can.
You won't forget?
No, I won't forget. As long as you have the information I need.
Oh, I've got it all right.
Forget it. I'm not going through with it. It's only hairspray. I refuse to use stiff, sticky hairspray. But this is Miss Breck. It's feather light. Bet it'll change your mind.
Miss Breck weighs less on your hair than this feather. Its feather light holds right.
Hey, my hair's so touchable. Think hairsprays feel stiff and sticky? Bet Miss Breck will change your mind. The right one always changes your mind.
Miss Breck pump or aerosol. Its feather light holds right. Now 12-ounce economy size aerosol too.
My family prefers Cottonelle because it is cottony soft.
We're asking Cottonelle users why they prefer Cottonelle bathroom tissue.
I use it for my baby because Cottonelle is soft.
Cottonelle is soft, fluffy, and it's cottony.
Have you ever felt a baby's cotton blanket? That is really soft, and that's what it feels like.
Cottonelle bathroom tissue. Of course it isn't cotton, but it is cottony soft.
I'm saying it's cottony soft, absolutely cottony soft, yes.
Yeah, I know, Cliff, you're right. We should at least try to look happy because of what's happening here today, but it's not going to be easy.
I just hope I don't burst into tears when Mike takes the oath.
Look, Cliff, control yourself. No more histrionics, okay? Remember, all those press people are standing behind us.
Now, speaking of which, there are 2 reporters from the Star who want to know what we really feel about Mike taking office.
Cliff, we already gave our story to the media.
I know. I told them all the usual junk about him. We're very happy they got the job, and he's definitely the most qualified man in town, etc. But they want to know what we really feel.
No, Cliff, I don't want anybody feeling sorry for us. No more sob stories, okay?
But that's how I really feel, like sobbing.
Cliff, how many times do we have to go over this? It's going to be okay without Mike. Most of the clients are staying with us.
I'm not worried about the clients. What about us? We're the ones who have to go up against them in court. I mean, it's inevitable.
Well, let's drive our car off that bridge when we get to it, all right?
Look, most of our cases are criminal. I mean, we are defense attorneys. He's going to be the top prosecutor in town. At least after he raises his hand and says, I do.
I do? Cliff, he's not getting married. He's taking an oath of office. Who knows what the future is going to bring us?
Yeah, you can say that. Who would have thought we'd be standing here today? Or that Scarlet Saxon would ride off into the sunset. Or that you and April would... I'm sorry. I know we don't want to talk
No, we don't want to talk about that.
Look, this must be my...
When did you first find out you were going to get the appointment with Assistant Attorney?
Gentlemen and ladies, I've already announced a press conference for tomorrow morning, and I'll be happy to answer any and all questions at that time.
Will you be at the conference too, Nancy?
No, I'm afraid not, Ellen. I am going out of town on an assignment for my paper.
Then we won't be able to find out how you feel about the change in your husband's career.
Oh, I can tell you that. I'm very pleased about it, and I hope the people of Monticello will feel the same.
What about the Ira Gideon case, Mr. Carr? Do you expect that will be the first case you'll be prosecuting?
I think they'll have to arrest him first.
The San Francisco police say his arrest is imminent. Gentlemen, please, this isn't a press conference. This is a swearing-in ceremony. Mike? Nancy?
Hello.
This is a great honor for me, Mike.
It's my honor.
Well, let's get started, shall we?
Darling.
Now, Mike, if you will place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Michael Carr. By the power invested in me as mayor of the city of Monticello, county of Monticello, I have appointed you to fill the uncompleted term of the former district attorney of Monticello, Logan Swift. Do you solemnly swear to uphold this office to the best of your ability, applying justice fairly to all, with equal regard for men and women of all races,
Well,
creeds.
if there's the slightest possibility that Draper is not the father of that baby, you had better find out.
What can I possibly do?
I don't know. Thanks. Well, wait, maybe I can help.
By doing what?
Well, I have connections. I'm a reporter. I can investigate.
Investigate what? How?
I don't know yet, but I mean, if Draper isn't the father, another man has to be.
She doesn't know any other men. She spent most of her life as a recluse.
Most of her other life.
All right, well, most recently in this life, the only man she knows is Draper. Even if she did think he was someone else.
Emily was on her own, in a sense, in a manner of speaking.
You mean in the hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, she couldn't have met any other man there.
Congratulations, Mike. Thanks, Gavin. I look forward to working with you. And Charlie?
Congratulations.
Cliff? Appreciate you being here.
Congratulations, Mr. District
Take
Attorney.
care of the firm. Okay?
Congratulations. Thank you.
Coach Hawkins, what are you doing in home ec?
Washing the team's uniforms for the second time.
Washing twice?
Hmm.
What are you using?
This.
A so-called bargain? Not a smart play, Coach.
Oh, but I saved a lot.
By washing twice, some saving. This is home economics, Coach. We use Tide so we get clothes clean first time around.
On tough, muddy dirt like that?
Sure. Is this as muddy as that was?
Oh, you bet. All my guys are tough.
Oh, Tide'll beat it with just one wash.
Hey, Tide won.
Even after you wash this twice.
Tide was the clean winner 2-1.
Coach, the smart money's on Tide.
Extra Action Tide, the best detergent on American soil. It's a real cleaning bargain.
2-1.
Mom, he took my brownie. Ricky, can't put it back together. You can, if it's moist. It's magic.
Duncan Hines does it with the liquid flavor packet.
Duncan Hines brownies. Our magic is our moistness.
Mom, how could you?
What?
Drowning nature's vegetables in that heavy oil.
Crisco oil's light.
Light.
No oil tastes lighter.
So?
So there's no heavy oily taste
Mom.
on your salad. Here, nature girl.
No heavy oily taste.
This is so organic.
I think it's delicious.
Why do Crisco oil salads taste great?
No heavy oily taste.
And Crisco oil has no cholesterol.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Okay, do it again. Jenny did very good, Mary.
Thank you.
I was hoping Jenny would come by today.
I don't think she really enjoys watching these auditions. No more than poor Bambi over there.
Yes, that's very sad. She was very good.
Yes, well, good dancers shouldn't sprain their ankles.
Come on, she was just very nervous. She was trying too hard. You know what that's like.
Yeah, I know. I always try too hard. Anyway, what I wanted to say about Jody was I think she's afraid to come in here and see us hiring dancers before she's ready to come back and work.
I told her she has nothing to worry about. Her place is reserved.
Hi, Doc.
How are you, Gavin? Martine?
Going to see if we have any more emergencies?
No, I just wanted to see if my patient from yesterday was doing all right. She's not dancing, is she?
No, just watching. Bambi, how you doing?
Hi,
How's it feel?
fine, thank you. Oh, foot doesn't hurt me a bit, really. I even asked them to let me audition.
Well, I hope they said no, didn't they? Yeah, good. Well, you pay attention. I don't want you to put any weight on this foot for at least 3 or 4 days, and you'll be as good as new. All right? And no dancing on it. I really don't want you to dance on it until you feel you can put all your weight on it, without the slightest bit of pain. Okay, promise me? I'm going to promise.
I promise. As far as the auditions go, I told her that she has nothing to worry about. We're still waiting for another dancer.
That's my little sister-in-law.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, doctor, but I really should get back to
No, please, go ahead.
All right.
Take care of it. Gavin, I had another reason for dropping by this morning.
Oh?
What do you know about the man who drives for Schuyler Whitney?
The hairless wonder? His name is Gunther, and if he has a last name, I've never heard it.
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was with Sky Whitney in New York about 1.5 years ago. He may have been with him for longer than that.
He's not just a chauffeur, is he?
I don't know what he is. I think he's more of a bodyguard than anything else. Maybe Whitney's scared of being kidnapped or something.
Well, what else do you know about him? I mean, what is his relationship with Martine?
Well, she doesn't like him. She thinks he spies on her. So do I. I think those are orders from the boss. Why do you ask?
Well, he had a few words with me yesterday when Martine was taking Bambi out to the car. He was kind of warning me.
Warning you? About what?
About not getting interested in Mr. Whitney's girlfriend. It was a needless warning, of course, but just the fact that he made it, and in such a threatening tone, you know?
That's Sky, all right. He's crazy jealous. Maybe he's just crazy.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
See you.
Together, very nice.
All right, Calvin, here you are. Round-trip tickets to San Francisco. Have a good flight.
Yeah, well, I just hope it turns out to be worth the taxpayers' money.
Just got another telex from the San Francisco PD. They say there's no way Gideon can get out of their trap unless he grows wings or sprouts fins.
With all the money he's got, he probably can buy as many wings and fins as he'd like.
Look, I can't tell you how important this is for me to have you out there. It's a very big bust for us. Gideon's going to go down the history books as one of the biggest embezzlers of all time, and I want him in our book.
Well, I'll do everything I can to help, but let's face it, they've got a pretty dynamite force out there. I mean, I'm sure they can handle this without me.
Well, send me a postcard from the Golden Gate Bridge, huh?
Yeah, right.
You don't sound very happy about this, Calvin. Most guys downstairs give their back teeth for those tickets.
Well, you don't have to kid me, Chief. I know why you're sending me. This is your idea of an act of mercy.
Mercy? Disappointed in you, Calvin. I thought you knew me better than that.
I am getting to know you. This is your way of trying to get my mind off of Deborah's resignation, isn't it?
No way. I'm sending you there because you're the best man for the job.
Right. Well, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
By the way, I hear that Nancy Carr's going out west, too.
Yes, she is. For her paper. But she's going on an earlier flight. I'm sure you'll see her out there. She'll probably want to interview you. You know, Monticello cop arrests embezzler in San Francisco.
Excuse me. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Is Bobby here?
Yeah, she's in the kitchen. Hey, Bobby. Someone looking for you.
Okay, let's get right to it. I have the money here.
Forget about the money.
Why?
Look, I've changed my mind. I'm sorry, I can't tell you anything.
After dance, you see someone you'd really like to meet.
Go on, Arnie. She might say no. Not to these. Yeah. Who could say no to Doritos? Hi, I'm Doritos. Would you like some Arnie's?
Doritos brand tortilla chips. Flavors so special, so lively, try them and discover why.
Doritos, the flavor stands alone. Doritos, the crisp and lively flavor stands alone.
Presenting the fruit, the whole fruit, and nothing but the fruit, with no sugar added. Libby Light Fruits. Fresh fruit with no sugar added in a flavored blend of real fruit juices.
A delicious fresh fruit taste.
Fresh fruit and real fruit juices. Tastes great.
Natural tasting without all the sugar. That's Light.
Libby Light Peaches, Pears, and Fruit Cocktail. There's no sugar added. So you taste the fruit, the whole fruit, and nothing but the fruit.
A girl with a gift for disaster becomes an unwilling jinx as an accomplice in a theft caper on Wonder Woman tonight at 6. Then later, Edith is going to a christening, the kids are off to a seminar, and Archie's headed for a weekend of trouble on All in the Family tonight at 7:30 on Channel 48.
Bobby, I don't understand. What are you afraid of? I'm not going to do anything to hurt your friend.
And I told you what Matt Sharkey is like. Look, you don't know those kind of people. He'd just as soon hit you as look at you.
Well, he wouldn't have any reason to be violent with me. All I want to do is ask him a few questions. In fact, he may even want to know what I have to tell him.
Really?
Yes. I mean, I just might know something that he doesn't. I just might be grateful that I found him.
I don't know. Look, you better not tell him that I told you where he is.
I promise. I promise I won't. I won't involve you. Not for a moment.
Okay. He's working at a place called the Rexford Clinic.
Rexford? I don't remember that one.
Well, I told you it probably wouldn't be listed. Sharkey said it was real private. They sure worried about people getting in. Look, it's an electrified fence.
And that's Sharkey?
Yeah, that's him. Don't let the smile fool you. He's a dangerous man, Mrs. Carr.
Yeah.
Sharkey?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Sam with the Silver Spoon. She's here again. And this time they're really cozy.
I just didn't wake up one day and switch to Tylenol from aspirin. 4 years ago, I was given Tylenol for a headache. It really worked. Then I heard something that impressed me even more. It turns out Tylenol is the pain reliever hospitals use most. And if hospitals trust Tylenol, I can feel better about using it at home for my family.
For relief you can trust. Trust Tylenol. Hospitals do. And now the Tylenol family has a new regular strength capsule.
Goodbye, night cream. Hello, Johnson's baby oil. Goodbye, bath oil. Hello, Johnson's baby oil. Goodbye, body moisturizer. Hello, Johnson's baby oil. A lot of women like me are saying hello to Johnson's baby oil because of all the ways it works to keep skin beautiful, from softening all over to removing makeup and glossing lips.
Johnson's baby oil from Johnson & Johnson. A lot of ways to say hello to beautiful skin.
To lie or not to lie? That's the question Grady must answer when he receives too many Social Security checks on Sanford & Son tonight at 7. Now stay tuned for Love Boat with special guest stars Gary Collins, Diane Baker, and Eve Plum next.
Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your view.
No need to buy from pictures. Relax-O-Matic will bring the bed to your home in their mobile unit. Would you like a price?
For a limited time only, a twin-size bed, $599. Call Relax-O-Matic at 74...